Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘁, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
And we are live. Wonderful Sunday mga kachicha. Ito po si Vivian Velez, ang inyong kakwentuhan sa inyong weekly Sunday, ang Chit-Chat with Double V, sumasa inyo live dito sa DZRJ Radio Bandido TV. Well, for today, medyo exciting ang ating pag-uusapan dahil showbiz tayo, Monj.
It's been a year. Parang grabe, parang parang kahapon lamang ganito ulit ang ating paksa no?
Correct. Oo, 1 year na tayong mahigit, well, kami ni Monj, no?
Yeah.
Well, Monj, it's been like a week, no? Talagang binabagyo tayo, no? And but this Sunday medyo hindi na siya masyadong maulan. So
yeah, oo. Pero
okay,
pa rin, Diggs,
yes.
ang dami pa rin mga binaha sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na dito sa Luzon, dahil kahit na yung ating binabantayang bagyo Hana or Guring ay wala, papunta na doon sa northern part ng Southeast Asia, ay hinahatak naman niya yung habagat. Kaya oo, iba yung pag-iingat lamang sa ating mga kababayan, na lalo na yung mga nasa coastal areas na, ayun, doble ingat po tayo.
Correct. So, Monj, huwag na natin patagalin dahil marami ako talagang itatanong sa ating mga special guests this afternoon.
Yes, alright. So, ngayong September, sineselebrate natin ang Philippine Film Industry Month. So, para kilalanin ang heritage at legacy ng industriya at achievements ng mga manggagawa sa pelikula. Nagsimula ito noong 2021 sa bisa ng Presidential Proclamation 1085. So, for today, to kick off our month-long celebration, makakasama natin ang officers ng pinakamatanda at pinakamalaking film awards organization sa bansa, ang Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences, o FAMAS, sa pangunguna ng President and Chairman of the Board, Ms. Francia Conrado, at Public Relations Officer, Mr. Renz Spangler. Yan, welcome to the program.
Welcome, and thank you so much, on a Sunday at nagbigay sila ng oras, no? Of course, isahan natin ang ating beautiful and si Francia Conrado. Say hi to our...
Hi, Ms. P.
Hello. Yes.
Thank you, and my pleasure for having me here in your radio TV program. I'm so pleased, and it's a blessed rainy Sunday.
Yes.
And we have to, you have said it, chit-chat.
Yes, thank you. And of course, si Renz.
Good afternoon kay Miss Vivian Velez, Sir Raymond, at sa aming Presidente, Francia Conrado. Isang malaking karangalan po na maimbitahan kami sa multi-awarded show, ang Chit-Chat with Double V.
Yan. Well, thank you. Well, alam natin na, katatapos lang, no? 71st na yan, di ba, na award when you just had your event, no? Last, when was this, March, in Manila Hotel? You were there, di ba?
Yeah, oo. August 13, di ba, Tita Che? I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, it's very recent.
A Sunday, August 13.
Mm-hmm.
More than a week ago pa lang. And sabi nga namin, even us here, we'd always say, we can still feel the FAMAS hype until now. We're so happy because it's extremely different from the previous FAMAS. long before we are having FAMAS as theater type lang. And this is the first time that we ventured into something like having a dinner show. And that is the first innovation made by FAMAS, like to reach out the other sector of our society. And it was, I think, a great one. We did it well.
I know. Well, at doon sa mga nakikinig po sa atin at nanonood, ang FAMAS po kasi, ang ibig sabihin ng FAMAS is Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences. Ito medyo talagang matagal ng award-giving, prestigious award-giving body. Meron na rin akong FAMAS, meron na po akong FAMAS. I think I won it last 1985 pa. 1985. Wow. But I had a lot, numerous nominee na mga nominations. Marami rin po akong nakuhang nominations dito sa FAMAS, no? Paano, Monch, ano bang mga highlights? Ang naging mga highlights talaga ng FAMAS, or tanungin natin si Renz or si Miss Francia. Yung parang...
This is actually... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
This is actually an annual awards that we do, of course, every year, without let down for like 71 years already. FAMAS, the most pioneering, the longest award-giving body in the Philippines and in Asia. And talk about FAMAS is, I would say, a byword already, modesty aside. But sometimes we are open to like innovations, like what I've said. We just had the first, and actually the first, I think there was one long time ago. And then we always revert back to the theater type because, as I was saying, FAMAS, we owe it to the fans. Ang mga fans, ang kailangan natin talagang ma-please dito, because had it not for the fans, I don't think we would have an award-giving body like FAMAS and any other award-giving bodies. Last year, we had a milestone celebration, the 70th FAMAS. That was the first live FAMAS presentation after 2 years of pandemic. But nonetheless, for the pandemic years of 2 years, we had virtual FAMAS. Never a year without FAMAS. And then I was saying, according to the late father-in-law, Attorney 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘁, you do FAMAS each and every year, kahit sa ilalim ng puno ng kamatis. I would say, literally, there would be times that FAMAS is not really on its high. Some awards night would really be under the circumstances of what an economic situation the country has. As I've said, this is non-stock, non-profit, and we thrive by the help of others, a little help from others. We would do FAMAS. Meaning, we've got to have benefactors or sponsors, yung pong nanggagaling sa puso kung tayo ay nagbibigay. Hindi na bibilit, but nakikiusap. That is FAMAS is all about. Ang aming pong institution, I would say, is really that simple, humble, and blessed. I would say, because like what I've said earlier, there never was a year na wala pong FAMAS. And we have to sustain it. May awa lagi ang Diyos. Andun po kami.
Well, we know kasi the FAMAS Awards is really acknowledging, di ba, the hard work, yung dedication nating mga filmmakers, actors, and other industry professionals, ano? Pero paano po natin napipili? At paano tayo pumipili ng ating mga winners, no? For that year?
We actually have the FAMAS standard, I would say. From among us, members of the screening committee and the board, we have what we call FAMAS-worthy films. We qualify, but every nominee is an entry. Every entry we consider, but we really have to really review, screen, and classify it also. Ang aming pong mga screeners are from multi-sectoral. This year, I entertained other screeners other than the members of the board. Not all board members are screeners, as we also respect their time. If they cannot do what the work is tasked for you to do, then do not accept it. So that we can get others like student, your housewife, plain housewife, writer, director, and anyone that really has passion for the movies. Those really are interested how movies being done, how the award is being done, how we outsource all the things that we have to consider, because FAMAS, we give awards and value to all that comprises the movie, the entire production as a whole, not just the artist, also with the choreographer, photographer, the songs, the editors, all that it takes to have this FAMAS. We only have actually 18 categories, time immemorial since 1952. But this year, we added and we launched a new one, like Best in Short Film, which we have done last year. And this year and in the coming year, we'll be having Best Documentary Film. And those we have to consider because there is a great market flooded talaga ang sa paggumawa ng mga short films and documentary films. And those we have to recognize and we have to give value dun sa work na gusto din nilang ipahiwatig, ibigay sa ating viewers, not just commercial film that we already have like flooding the market for so long a time, but this time short films and documentary films now are welcome. And that is one among, that's something new to FAMAS.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, kasi Monge, di ba? I mean, of course, yung difference ng ibang award giving bodies, no? Meron mga iba-iba kasi, well, definitely the Luna, no? The Film Academy Awards, which is ang mga pumipili kasi is among the tiers, no? Yung mga kapwa nila, and so the guilds are the ones that really nominating, no? Sa mga different categories, no? Ikaw, Monge, is one of the juror, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
for the 71st FAMAS, and I sabi nga ni Miss Francia, no, ay lahat talaga namin pagmamahal sa pelikula, hindi talaga yan masyadong parang classify, basta you have the passion, you have the competency talaga na malaman kung ano yung mga best picture, tsaka yung lahat ng mga magagaling natin mga kapwa manggagawa sa pelikula. You have to be dedicated kasi sabi ko nga, it's a vocation it's something that you should be born out of heart. So kami, ganun din kami, parang we all share this passion, and nakakatuwa dahil merong kaming discussion every time that we watch, and maganda na bumabalik, di ba? Yung mga pelikula ngayon, ang dami-dami, kagaya nga na nasabi kanina na merong mga bagong categories, and nag-evolve kasi yung ating entertainment industry, yung landscape, and in fact, we're expecting na marami pang changes na darating dahil lalo na ngayon, di ba, marami na pinapalabas ng mga streaming platforms, tapos meron na mga content creators. So it's very exciting na yung FAMAS ay nagdaan sa iba't ibang at ibang mukha ng entertainment from many decades way back hanggang ngayon nandito pa rin at ina-acknowledge yung mga gawa ng iba't ibang ating mga workers and artists.
Oo. Well, pag-usapan din natin kasi yung recognizing yung talent, no, tsaka of course the craftsmanship, no, of different professionals dito sa industriya natin, Pero ano kaya ikaw, tanungin natin si Renz, what do you think would be the impact ng winning of a FAMAS award? Ako may experience ako, so I can say what it did to my career, of course. But what do you think? To give someone or to give a craftsmanship award to someone, ano sa palagay ninyo? Ano sa palagay mo, Renz, kung ano ang naibibigay nito at naidudulot nito sa isang awardee?
Oh. Si Renz naka-award na rin, by the way.
Okay. So, alam niya, may feel na rin siya.
Yes.
Kasi nung ako'y maliit pa, madalas namin panoorin talaga ang FAMAS sa TV. Ano yan parang maile-level natin dun kung paano inaabangan ng tao yung Miss Universe, di ba? Kung paano sila ka-exciting, kung sino mananalo, kung sino yung tatanggap ng mga bagong parangal. So ganun ang pagtanggap ng ng mga tao sa FAMAS. And throughout the years, yung glory ng FAMAS na yon ay unting-unting na ibabalik through the leadership of Miss Francia. Kaya nga nung last year, nung
Thank you.
tinawagan ako ng FAMAS, sinabi na ako ay makakatanggap ng Journalism Award, ay talaga naman hindi ako nakatulog. Hindi ako nakakain dahil alam ko yung feeling na ma-awardan ng isa sa mga most prestigious award-giving body natin sa bansa. Kaya yung feeling na yun talaga maipagmamalaki mo. Parang ang hirap na pakawalan. So pag binanggit yung pangalan mo sa mga tao, legacy na yun, may FAMAS Award to. Halimbawa, kayo po, si Miss Vivian Velez, FAMAS Best Actress to ng ganitong year, etc. Diba?
Yes.
Parang lang, no? Ang sarap lang sa feeling na ilagay sa'yo yung title na yon basta pang FAMAS. Kasi hindi na maaalis sa atin na ang FAMAS talaga is history na, part na ng history. Philippine cinema is not the same without FAMAS. Kaya masasabi natin na talagang established siya, well organized, at talagang tinitingala pa rin hanggang ngayon ng mga tao.
Ano nga yan, Gibbs, parang pag sinasabi ng pag nagka-FAMAS ka, made ka na bilang artista, di ba? Or bilang manggagawa. In fact, nung nanalo si Nikki Valdez, no? Nung sa 71st FAMAS nga na Best Supporting Actress for the movie Family Matters, naiyak siya kasi parang hindi niya ina-expect and parang feeling niya, finally na-validate niya kanyang hard work na ang haba-habang panahon na palagi siya nagtatrabaho, nagkaroon siya na first ever acting trophy niya. So, we understand all the feeling where it's coming from. And by the way, si Ren Spangler, nagkaroon siya na award for journalism kasi Vibs, kanina pinapakita natin sa mga pictures, nakita natin mga viewers, ay yung kanyang advocacy sa mga senior citizens ng mga artista at yung kanyang effort to bring and popularize and disseminate information about our long forgotten stars at yung heritage ng ating film industry. Kaya naman sobrang deserving na magkaroon nga siya nitong special award ng FAMAS.
Wala ko yung experience ko. Of course, di ba, FAMAS yan. Mas nauna pa yan sa Film Academy. And my first nomination was with FAMAS. That was ang babaeng hinugot sa akin, Tadyang. That was my first. And pero nanalo lang ako later on. Nanalo muna ako sa Film Academy and then I won in FAMAS for Paradise Inn, Best Picture and also Best Director, Celso at Castillo. Ang feeling ko noon kasi, of course, sabi nga nila, ang hirap lalo na if you're just one among the 5 or 6 nominees, di ba? Lahat yan magagaling na para kasing winner ka na rin once you get nominated, no? But, to be given sabihin mo na, kasi I think it's the greatest feedback that you can get, from your hard work, of course, yun. So, sa craftsmanship mo. But then, FAMAS is so different because, as I said, kasi tagal-tagal na talaga ng FAMAS. Yan na talagang oldest award-giving body. And every actors or anybody in the industry, talagang yan ang inaabangan, yung FAMAS na yan, And, talagang it's one of those kumbaga sa industriya pag sinabi mo FAMAS ka na, di ba? It's really parang it gives you a mark in the industry, no? Pero how do you explore natin yung of course yung paano natin nai-inspire naman yung mga ating mga filmmakers, di ba, Monj? Like yourself, you're also a writer. Ito ba, relevant pa talaga ito? Kumbaga talagang, kasi kami noon, nung araw na yun, talaga, nung araw nung panahunan namin, it's talagang very relevant sa amin at very important yan sa amin. What about nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Oo.
Siguro, yes. Siguro, Miss Francia, ikwento natin yung relevance pa rin ng award-giving bodies, for example, particularly ng FAMAS, no? In this day and age, no, na medyo nagbago na nga rin yung mga priorities, especially na ating mga workers, ating mga artists, compared in the past. So ngayon, paano ba ito ang inyong reception? Paano ba yung feedback at saka yung pagpapahalaga ng ating mga kasamahan sa industriya dito?
Thank you for that very good words. Miss V and Raymond. And thank you for like keep on believing it, FAMAS. We needed it much. We needed it much. FAMAS is like something that we have to sustain year in and year out. We don't do FAMAS for like just 1 month. It's actually a whole year in the process. Starting in January, we started to like conceptualize everything for the next FAMAS. We started watching movies. Well, we have, in fact, sometimes you would have to go lahat-lahat kami watch movie so that when time comes that FAMAS would have to start again, we have call for nomination. And then we ask them to submit their film entries, even those now with us the short film already, and film producers, parang nasanay na rin sila that we just have to watch when FAMAS is calling for entries again. And when it comes, sunod-sunod po yun. And all those, nire-review po namin yun, ini-screen po namin yun. For this standard pa rin ng FAMAS. Me for one, I was saying that now I started having a multi-sectoral member of the screeners because not everyone can like review how good is the movie is when it comes to the technical side of it, the production value, the cinematography, the screenplay. And I would say each and every time we are reviewing, I would just say, guys, please take care of all these technical things because I'm not so well versed in it, but I take care of the acting, the graphic and the visual, how an actor and an actress does a role. Nabigyan ba niya ng justice yung role na binigay sa kanya? Was she really good at it? And then after that, talagang we really deliberate on it. Talagang bakbakan kami sa pagdepensa kung bakit siya ang nakakuha ng ganitong score at bakit siya ang binoto mo. Even the technical side of things, sila din, they discussed it. Ano talaga yan, parang himay na himay. Hanggang sa, bakit may lampshade? Bakit mali yung lighting dito? Bakit mali yung dialogue dito? Bakit may wire na nakalawit dyan sa floor? All these things are being like, mga scanners talaga kami pagka nanood kami ng TV sa All Together. And really exactly yung sabi nga natin, there has to be love and passion for you to be able to, like, pag nanonood ka ng TV, parang nandun ka rin sa eksena. Parang feel mo rin kung ano ang nangyayari. It's not just about a visual, eye-watching something, but you really have to, pati emosyon mo kasama pag nanonood ka ng movie. If you need to cry. If you need to be really be angry, just go. That's how we do things. Kaya sabi ko nga, lahat na ito, kung sakasakaling ito nga ang naging decision, that's what yun, nagbobotohan kami. You have to really justify why. You have to explain. You have to. It's just something that the group decides, ito na lang kasi gusto to ni ano. No, it's not it. Very hard actually. Pero the process is like something that we have to live. The practice na namin yun through the years. Practice na namin yan. Kaya nga sinasabi nilang, yung manominate ka lang sa FAMAS, modesty aside, so they say, you are a winner. You are a winner already. Kasi sabi nga namin, if you're at the top 5, your score, get back to 0. Sa botohan, doon natin malalaman kung sino yung talagang nasa puso ng screener dahil pinakita niya talaga ang galing. Pinakita niya talaga kung paano siya nag-screenwrite. Ang mga dialogues is really very important. Lalo na sa akin, my experience in MTRCB for like 6 years, made me really so like, sobrang naging maselan talaga ako pagdating sa language, sex, violence, even the sound. I would have to explain to them because not everyone knows kung ano talaga ang trust ng MTRCB. We are a regulatory body who classifies all these films and we are not into censorship, I would tell. Kaya nga, that's why we were also discussing a movie with porno. Alisin mo man yung porno, movie pa rin yan. Pelikula pa rin yan. And we see the value of each movie, not because may nakahalong hindi maganda, but because magaling ang acting, maganda ang storyline, maganda ang lapat ng songs and music, maganda ang editing. It got what it takes talaga. We really have to scrutinize everything. And then after that, kami din sometimes after nga reviewing it and we have winners, sometimes naiiyak din kami sa mga desisyon na ginawa. Emotional kami pag bakit natalo si ganito, bakit na ano, but you cannot insist on what you really like. Your vote is just one vote.
Yeah, because it can be so subjective, di ba po? Kasi,
Yes,
di ba,
iba-iba ang
sometimes,
opinion.
how you get affected, no, by a film, no? But I'm sure it's also a challenge when it comes to the technical side.
Yes.
Monj, you know,
It
I mean,
is.
you're a filmmaker also yourself. And
Yeah.
we know how challenging is the technical side of things, no, when it comes to especially yung mga indie films because of lack of budget and stuff like that, no. So yung sounds, kasi meron tayong ganyan di ba? Meron tayong best in sounds and those stuff, and even cinematography. Cinematography, di ba? Kasi that calls for technical too, no? Meron, nag-evolve ba tayo? I mean, are we progressing or digressing? Where are we now? Meaning in terms of, kasi syempre ang FAMAS medyo matagal-tagal na and it has gone through different era, no? So I'm just curious, on how we really base our technical, yun nga, yung pagka pumipili tayo. Meron ba tayo?
You really have into the screeners, really are experts.
Experts sila, no?
Talagang
In their own fields,
kami,
yeah.
Those that can really give a good info how a good production design is.
Yes.
And you don't have to explain it. This is so good because ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Even the best director, the film is like, it's so good, it's such a good film. But the director did not manage to end like, kumbaga parang sasabihin natin, napakagandang movie ito, but the director sometimes failed dito sa part na ito. Parang pati yun, talagang ina-analyze namin yon, and they really have to verbalize it during the deliberation. Medyo kahit masakit pakinggan, but take it from the experts kasi hindi naman tayo pwedeng lahat pare-pareho ang opinion. Kaya nga sabi ko, ang iba visual lang talaga, parang ay maganda, ay oo nga, but you can't explain bakit siya maganda.
Correct.
You have to explain, di ba? Bakit siya maganda. That's why through the years, those who really you have done their assignment as far as the review is concerned, retains or remain in the screeners. But the others, we have to find a new, because what we want is your insight, your input, your analysis. Not just like, nanood ka at nagandahan ka, bakit siya maganda?
Yeah, actually, yun ang pinakaiba, Bibs, ng FAMAS dyan sa Luna Awards. Kasi sa Luna Awards ay secret balloting. Sa FAMAS naman ay open discussion method. So all the jurors are able to justify their votes and discuss kung bakit nila napili itong kanilang mga choices. In fact, they can change on the spot their decisions kasi yun nga yung maganda doon dahil iba't ibang boses na nanggagaling sa iba't ibang departamento yung kanilang naririnig at natatalakay. At sabi mo nga kanina, yung tungkol sa technology, yung tungkol sa iba't ibang mga directing, cinematography. At ang bottom line naman dito ay kung nakaka-contribute ang bawat departamento sa storytelling. Kasi hindi lang naman ang mga writers, directors, cinematographers, at artista ang nagkukwento, kundi yung mga sound, yung editing, lahat yan dapat nagko-contribute in pushing the story forward. So, itong mga iba't ibang departments na ito, pagka sa jury, ay nakita namin na, ang bawat departamento, they're collaborating very well in pushing the story forward. They're effective in their departments. Malaking puntos yon dahil hindi nagiging cohesive siya. Hindi siya sabog, no, yung storytelling, and it creates a good impact in the movie in conveying the message, the themes, lahat, pati yung dialogue malinaw, they are complement each other. So at the end, nagiging effective siya bilang pelikula, bilang kabuuhan. So yun, maganda na yun nga, na pag-discuss in person, tapos na i-defend. Minsan may mga favorites ka, pero buburahin mo lahat yon eh. Kung fan ka na ganito, syempre, minsan you feel sorry that na hindi siya masasama. But bilang professional selection committee, you have to really go to the bottom line na ano ba talaga yung mga pamantayan para mapili natin talaga yung mga karapat-dapat na mananalo.
Pero sa Film Academy, Monch, meron din tayong jury because it's only the guilds that give the nominations, and then eventually nadi-deliberate din naman siya, no? But then of course it's coming from the guilds and different but of course kasi nga I keep on asking myself, sabi ko, ano kaya kasi the Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng sciences dito sa FAMAS? Do you know, meron po ba tayong, ano ba ibig, siguro because of technology, di ba, Monch?
Yeah, si Miss Prasha. Okay.
Si Miss Prasha.
I was telling my board, for 70 years, we just have concentrated on the Filipino Academy of Movies. Never pa namin na-explore ang arts and sciences part of it. If you will just have to take it separately. The arts and sciences. This year, as one of our, rebranding, we are about to start other activities or special events for FAMAS other than the awards night. But, you know, we really have to be very, very careful, and we have to brainstorm everything about it. If we will have to do it. We have to be so certain on why are we doing it? What is the mission? What is the vision? Rebranding into something like excellent award for FAMAS, not just on movies and all the related awards that we do every year. This time on our 70th year, we are now on the platinum year. We'll have to innovate and explore. And sometime this year, we'll be coming up with an event which will have to be formally announced later on the social media. But it's now in work on progress, and we are doing it like we will never do it again. I mean, we just have to be very careful about what we want to happen, and that all the support of all the board members and FAMAS members are there. We talk about it, we agreed, and we will do it sometime this year before the year ends. And we'll have to announce. It's a
looking forward to that.
Activity. Thank you.
Well, yes. Discuss din natin, no, Monch, yung nabanggit mo kanina, no, kay Sir Renz, no, yung about yung culture. Of course, I'm interested in the FAMAS role dun sa preserving yung rich culture and heritage ng Filipino cinema. So, medyo siguro si Renz can elaborate on this, no?
Kasi ang long before FAMAS, merong nag-iisang award-giving body during the pre-war, sponsored by Bureau of Commerce. So, nagtagal lang siya ng 2 years, and then the war interrupt. So, natigil lahat ng paggawa ng movies. Kaya yung mga actors and actresses natin ay lumipat sa stage play sapagkat naging mahirap ang buhay noon. At yung mga Japanese, talaga mahigpit sila sa pagsesensor ng mga movies. Kung gagawa man sila ng movies noon, kailangan panig sa kanila. Kasi pag against ka, huhulihin ka, is either papatayin ka. So yung mga artista natin nag-transform into stage play. And then, after the war, naglabasan yung mga pelikula na ang tema, it's all about the war. Kasi gusto nilang maging vocal. Doon pa lang sa time na yon nila, may lalabas yung mga hinanakit nila nung gera, yung mga naranasan nila or anything. So yung mga ano natin, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa movie industry, parang nagkaroon pa ng trauma because of that war. So and so on, after 5 years, naisipan ng Manila Bulletin na itatag yung Maria Clara Award. Ang Maria Clara Award po ang masasabi nating origin ng FAMAS. Sila yung unang nagbigay. So ang trophy nun is talagang yung Maria Clara na karakter ni Jose Rizal sa 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘁. Ang nag-sculpt nun, yung national artist natin, si 𝗖𝗵𝗁𝗶 Tolentino. Ang Maria Clara Awards nag-exist ng 2 years. So parang nagkaroon sila ng mga issues regarding sa pagpili ng mga mananalo, parang naging bias. So nag-decide yung 7 wise men kung tawagin ng na itatag yung FAMAS. So bago pa siya maging Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences, ang unang pangalan ng FAMAS is AMPAS, Academy of Motion
Para sa Oscars.
Oo, parang Oscars, AMPAS, di ba? Yes.
AMPAS. Ang nangyari, nagreklamo ngayon yung US. Sabi, bakit nyo ginagaya yung namin, pangalan ng namin? Kasi Oscars is under AMPAS. Sila yung naghawak ng Oscar. So after some deliberation, naisipan ng isang veteran actor na si Jaime de la Rosa na pangalanan ang bagong award-giving body na Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences. So itinatag siya June 16, 1952, pero nagkaroon sila ng first awarding noong 1953. So originally, meron lamang 10 kategorya ang ina-awardan ng FAMAS noon. Doon nakita ng public yung bagong image ng award-giving body at doon nila nakita yung bagong statue na pinaghanguan ng FAMAS kay veteran actress Rosa Rosal.
Yan. Oo.
And from then on, naging talk of the town ang FAMAS. Kaya pag merong awarding na ang FAMAS, talagang ang mga tao nagpupuntahan sa venue na yon, pinag-uusapan, ang mga writers natin nilalathala sa iba't ibang mga sikat na magazines nung araw. At talagang yung mga Big Four studios, yung Sampaguita, LBN, Premiere, Lebran, talagang nagpapagalingan sila sa paggawa ng pelikula. At doon makikita ko anong pelikula, sinong artista, or sinong mga staff ng movie ang magda-dominate sa FAMAS na iyon.
Yeah.
If I may
Actually,
just add, if I may just add,
yes.
FAMAS is 1952, is the only award-giving body until 1976. It's only in 1976 na nagkaroon na ng iba't ibang award-giving bodies. So we enjoyed 24 years that FAMAS is the only award-giving body. In fact, going back to history nga, and when you talk about notable directors, 1919 pa lang, kasi if you like so observe, bumabalik yung mga stage plays na ginagawang movie. There's actually sometime in 1919, yung ating father of Philippine movies na tinatawag natin, si Director 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘁. He was the first recipient of the Best Director dun sa pelikula niyang Dalagang Bukid. It is actually a stage play turned into movie, and that was 1919 pa. Wala pa ang FAMAS. Ando na yon. So this is a good thing that now observe ko, bumabalik din yung mga stage play, musical na ginagawang movie. Now joining FAMAS ulit. It's not really something new to us, to everyone, because history would really talk about it. Yun ang kumbaga parang, sometimes kasi they would just ask, bakit is a musical play? Bakit nag-qualify sa FAMAS? That's why I'm saying 1919 pa lang, ang very first directorial job ng ating father of Philippine movies is really a stage play turned into a movie. This is Dalagang Bukid. See, all those Kaya So very good na meron tayong walking famas or movie encyclopedia in the person of Renz. Nakakahawa siya. Sometimes when he talks, I would also refer back to what I have to learn. And looking back at it, it's very, very important pala that we have really exert effort to know, lalo na tayong nandito sa award-giving bodies, we have to know all of those. Kasi nakaka-inspire. It's very inspiring that we know all this from way back when. And yet, what we are doing now, we really think that ang galing natin, in fact, mas magaling pala sila noon. And we have to sustain it, we have to follow it, we have to emulate it, and we have to live by it. Ganun dapat tayo. Kumbaga, that's why very important na tayo mga award-giving bodies, kailangan we really have to support each other. Hindi tayo competitors, hindi tayo because we are just here to work one direction. Gusto natin the best that we can offer sa mga filmmakers, sa mga artists. Yun lang naman ang atin. Diba? Parang ang saya, ang sarap na nandito tayo, and yet, iisa lang naman ang gusto nating mangyari. That's why we have this thing now.
Kaya kanina po, kasi that's why I really brought it up, no? If it's still relevant, no? Well, kanya-kanya opinion yun. But of course, sa akin relevant pa rin siya because I want to get into craftsmanship at talaga namang there have to be recognized, no? Kasi nakikita ko sa mga award-given body, I mean, the difference, no, of yesteryears, nung kapanahunan namin, talaga naman pagka sinabi mo ang mga award-giving bodies, may yung mga events, at talagang pinupuntahan namin yan. Kaya nominated kami or hindi kami nominated, we dress up, we make an effort to be there and really support these award-giving bodies because they give time, no? You give time and talagang na-deliberate and yung excellence kasi, di ba, Monch? Sa akin kasi kailangan din talaga may recognition yun, di ba? In any kahit na siguro pagka nagtatrabaho ka talaga ng and somebody pats you in the back and say, hey, you did a good job, right? Napakalaking bagay nun, di ba? And so it's really a good feedback for someone, lalo na yung mga nag-uumpisa pa lang, no? And ngayon kasi nakikita ko, yun ang mga frustrations na nakikita ko because we had our days na talagang masaya. And pagka talagang mga best actress na or best actor na or best film na talagang naghihiyawan yung mga tao na talagang everybody's so excited to know who is the best actress, best actor, and all of that, no? Talagang ngayon, mas pinag-aaksaya ng panahon ng mga, of course, mga starball. Yung mga,
exactly.
Sa mga na talagang they dress up to the nines and talagang grabe, no? But then, who are we celebrating? We're just celebrating what? I mean, ano ang sineselebrate natin? So, but with this, kasi, I don't know, I mean, sana naman there will come a time pa rin na, and we thank you, Ms. Francia, for really uplifting kahit ganito and really striving very hard to somehow, hey, I mean, we need to give time and we need to give effort sa mga ganito. And it's traditional na, Monch, di ba? I mean, 71 years. I mean, if you look back, minsan may mga gumagawa ng kung sino yung mga winners, no? Yung mga yearly winners na mga actors or actresses. And you look back and you say, oh my God, si ganito, si ganyan, the films that they did and stuff. And then you look back and then talagang mapapawaw ka na, wow, ganda nga, oo, maganda nga yung film na yun and all of that. And it reminisce, di ba, of the past, di ba, Monch? What can you say about this?
Yeah, and actually it gives premium to your artistry and your
Correct.
identity as a worker and artist because nakadugtong yun sa pangalan mo eh. For example, famous award winner
Forever.
Vivian Velez, di ba? Parang ganon. Or award-winning actress, di ba? It gives impetus to what you do. And actually, yung mga award-giving celebrations din kasi is also a chance for a reunion of the community. Kasi ang ating mga colleagues, lahat ng mga nagtatrabaho sa industriya, ay once a year they really look forward sa pinakamaningning na gabi, no? Once a year para makita-kita, to give tribute to each other, yung mga yumauna, at yung mga naging nagpakita talaga ng gilas sa nakaraang taon ay isin-celebrate at i-recognize. At para siyang parang we cheer each other, you know, for doing each other good work. And in fact, they empower and inspire for others to do more and to do better for the following years. Kaya it's more than giving trophies eh. It's about empowering, it's about innovating, it's about doing better movies. No, hindi lang naman sa atin, kundi din sa ating mga moviegoers.
Correct. I mean, Monch, really. I mean, it is not really about the trophy anymore or who gets. I mean, of course, it is, no. But what I'm just saying is really the support for the film industry itself. Di ba, laking bagay. But hopefully, andyan pa rin sila Miss Francia.
I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy dahil may mga programang katulad nito sa inyo that I really appreciate because this is one big venue for others to know more about FAMAS. If you would notice FAMAS and other award-giving bodies, like ako, I talk about FAMAS, sino ba ang nakakakilala sa FAMAS? Kung talagang titingnan mo, only are those who are 40 years old and above. They will still know about FAMAS. That's why lagi akong nakikipag-usap. If I talk about somebody from DepEd, please help us na malaman ng mga bata. Actually, I've read books naman. They're talking about FAMAS because the students like, ma'am, pwede po ba mag-OJT sa inyo? Diba? Kasi po, sa libro ko lang po ito nababasa. So, FAMAS. May FAMAS pa po pala. So, kailangan natin ang tulong ng gobyerno, ng Department of Education, for them to really recognize and be part, at least a mention in the books about the FAMAS and other award-giving bodies. Kasi this is our local film. Ang mga millennials, they will just want to talk about the foreign movies.
Correct.
I would always encourage na please, tangkilikin natin ang ating mga lokal na pelikula. Mga pelikulang atin talaga. Because as you would observe, ang dami-dami nating magagaling na mga storytellers, directors, actors, actresses. It actually kulang ang FAMAS and other award-giving bodies to give really a good recognition dito sa mga talagang nagsumusubok, nagtatry ka talaga silang makuha nila kung what filmmaking is all about. Ilan na lang ba ang magagaling natin ng mga professors na humahawak ng films and everything. And you know, it takes really a good professor or a good school that it will really have to teach about filmmaking. And ilan pa ba ang interesado? Why? Because the existence of like short films, minsan yung mga bata that they cannot afford to go to college and study all about this, they would have to try it by themselves. Sometimes nga, ang mga gawa nila is magagaling pa. Kesa dun talaga. Kasi, you know, using like isang magandang cellphone lang, makakagawa ka na ng pelikula eh. But, you know, at napakagaganda ng mga ideas nila, lalo na yung pandemic. We had, sabi ko nga, it was not really a negative thing all about the pandemic because during that time, ang dami-daming nabuong mga short films, ang dami-daming nabuong mga documentaries, and talagang they are all beautifully written. Kailangan natin mapansin din lahat ng yun. Kung titingnan mo ang entries ng because like FAMAS open up for like short films, mas marami actually ang entry ng short films kaysa sa mainstream. Because, you know, siguro, I don't know if my figure is still right. Before kasi na nag-i-start pa lang itong mga independent movies, like siguro for 500,000 or less, you will have one good short film,
Mhm.
complete with all what it takes to call it a picture talaga. And they have the best screen writers. Hindi matatawaran ang dynamism ng mga millennials. Ang kailangan lang nila talaga is support and encouragement that they too can be like another Lino Brock,
Yeah.
another Marilu Abaya, Diaz Abaya.
Mhm.
Yun ang saan manggagaling ang support na kailangan talagang maback upan yung mga bata for them to really get interested with that. Of course, I'm happy because we have the Film Academy of the Philippines. We have the film, the one being handled before. She was so good at it. Now it's being headed by 𝗖𝗵𝗁𝗁 III. Ang gagaling ng mga programa, ang gagaling ng ano. Someone kami that's so connected with the government. And FAMAS is willing to support also anything that you would have to, like our lawmakers to. Siguro, ito nga, pinag-uusapan nga namin, how would a cinema would exist in this time na we are not really, accept it or not, we are not economically good. And then you watch movie for 450. Why would you watch movie for 450 kung ang income mo is only 500 pesos a day? And then one weekend you wanted to watch movie. You'll just have to stay at the comfort of our own home. Nasabi nga natin, yung mga TV screens natin are like big enough for us to enjoy the cinematic effects or value of each film. Pwede na nating ako, I'm always praying na sana bumalik sa dati. Yung iba din pa rin ang feeling na nanonood ka, na marami kayo sa cinema. It's really a good feeling rather than do it at home. But kung practical, I will not do it. Diba?
It's an experience po kasi it's different really when you go to a cinema. Of course, nag-advocate din naman tayo, Monch, because we know for a fact that the Philippine cinema, the cinema industry, the film industry sa Pilipinas is talagang heavily taxed. That's why nga you're saying the 400 pesos plus medyo talagang mahal na.
Kasi dun sa amount pa lang
Yes.
Parang aatras ka. What if you have like 5 kids and you go out, 7 of you in a weekend? You just spend like about,
heavily taxed.
400 na lang times 7. Diba? It's around 2,800. But in fact, pag nag-subscribe ka sa itong mga sikat nating streaming companies, to name a few, Netflix, for like how much? 250 a month? And you watch movies na hindi mo napanood because your funds are limited, papanoorin mo na sa bahay ka. May maganda kang view. Diba?
In fact, it was, in fact, Ms. Francia, because, the Film Academy is part of the FDCP, yung Film Development Council, no? And we know that there is a program for FDCP that gives out rebates, no? When it comes to pagka you're classified A, you get a certain 50% rebates on taxes and stuff like that. Inalis yun.
That's
good. And so nasaan yung incentive, from the government to really help out the industry? It's a ₱1 billion industry.
Exactly.
That needs to be revived. And as you were saying, nung pandemic na tayo talaga ang naapektuhan nung pandemic because nobody can get out. But we were the most, during the pandemic, what do you do inside your house is to really watch and entertain yourself, di ba? And yun nga, medyo marami po tayong medyo mahaba-haba.
We have a lot to catch up, actually. Kaya nga ako, sobrang lumalapit talaga ako sa mga friends ko from other award-giving bodies. Sa akin, walang competition pagdating sa atin kasi iisa lang naman ang gusto natin mangyari. We wanted to recognize all the efforts of our artists, including those that really work for one movie, like the craftsmen, the artists, and lahat na pwede nating matulungan because this is a world that people really needs people. Diba?
So,
In doing that,
uh,
kaya sabi ko nga kay Raymond when he was telling me, thank you for gracing our
mhm.
Luna Awards night. I feel so happy being there. Kasi it's also the first time that I'm doing it, like attending other award giving bodies if
Wow,
I am
thank you.
invited. Hindi ko pinagdadabot ang oras ko because we do the same thing. We do the same thing, di ba? And like, hindi ko ito kakompetensya like others would have to think,
Yeah.
magkakalaban yan because different award. No, no, no. It's not. Kasi
Yeah.
halos pare-pareho naman ang mission and vision
Yes.
natin.
Mhm.
We really have to work together for
Yes.
the attainment of a common goal. And like, if we succeed, din masaya lahat, di ba?
Mhm.
Magkakatulungan talaga tayo sa
Mhm.
pagkakataon na ganito na hindi pa nga nangyari ever since.
Mhm.
Kaya ako, I really go out of my way to be with anyone. Lahat yan kaibigan ko. Sabi ko nga, it's so tiresome, pero I wanted to do that. I love to do that. And I wanted to be with
Yeah. Ma'am, so
everyone.
beyond the awards, no? So meron pa ba tayong sa FAMAS, meron pa ba siyang mga support system for the film industry? Like for instance, are you conducting workshops, mga seminars, collaborations, of course, as you were saying, helping out also some awards?
It has long been in the program of FAMAS, but I think on the 70th year of FAMAS, lahat na siya naka-line up. That's like, nakaplano na po yung academy, FAMAS Academy, that's the School of Acting. Naka-line up na rin po yung aming regional FAMAS undertaking because gusto po din naming pansinin yung mga nasa liblib o malayong lugar like
Yes.
Mindanao and Visayas that, they cannot really come up sa Manila para i-present yung film nila. Pupuntahan po namin yun. We're just trying to, do all this planning and everything. Yun po ang thrust ng FAMAS ngayon. We wanted to go regional. Gusto po namin idugtong lahat yun. And telling this, maybe you'll support and be one with us if we do that. Para mapansin po natin lahat. Diba, lagi natin sinasabi, yung mga bashers na yan, mga KSP lang talaga yan. Others would just serve it that way. Sabi ko, KSP, kulang sa pansin. Hindi naman mahirap ibigay yun. Ipansinin natin. May mawawala ba sa atin kung papansinin natin? Hindi naaalis naman talaga yung mga bashers. Some of them get paid to bash. They don't not even know what they're doing. Wala naman talagang matapang na front yan na ako ang magbabash dito sa award giving body. They will pay. These kids na wala namang kaalam-alam. But they get paid. Sabihin mo ganito, ganyan. That's a very bad practice. Pero hindi ko sinasabing totoo yon, but I observe it is happening.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is happening.
Oh.
Talaga naman. And it's a sad story na dadating tayo sa point na ganun. Kasi tayo, with the purest heart, gusto lang natin talagang maibigay kung ano yung dapat ibigay sa kanila. At kung hindi tayo, sino? Sila ba kaya ba nilang ibigay? Diba? Kaya nyo bang ibigay? Try natin. Kaya nga, welcome naman sa atin yung mushrooming, other award-giving bodies. But if you observe, they don't really touch on films and television. Because they know, hindi naman yun ang forte nila. All they wanted to give awards to those who wanted an award. Which us, award-giving bodies for films and we cannot do it unless there is a significant contribution from that person for us to really recognize. Pero recognizing somebody not from the movie industry or the film industry, we have to really think about how we can like give others or giving us also help to be able to yung maramdaman mo naman na nagpapasalamat kami sa tulong na at support na binibigay niyo sa amin even if we are not from the movie industries. At saan tayo nabubuhay? Di ba sa sponsors din naman? Kaya hindi naman sasabihin natin na we're going out of the box, pati yung mga ina-awardan, no. It's nothing that we really have to explain because from the bottom of our heart, we know why we are doing it. That's it. Kasi hindi naman sila a-awardan ng ibang, sabi ko nga, mushrooming award-giving bodies because exactly, they do not know what we are doing.
Correct.
Kaya wala naman tayong bagong award-giving body for films and ano. We remain tayo dito. And in fact, kailangan, you just have to, be in uniform or we have to love each other, I would say, para mapunta tayo doon sa gusto natin. We are not competitors, we never compete naman talaga. Time more.
We have more time, we have more time after there's these reminders. Meron lang tayong mga reminders, no? And we'll come back right away at pag-usapan naman natin yung sinasabi natin, di ba, Monch? Pang-famas ba ang iyong acting? Okay. So we'll come back in a few minutes.
If you like listening to our stations, DZRJ 810 AM and RJFM 100.3, there's no excuse not to listen anywhere and wherever you want. Listen on your phone or computer anytime, anywhere in the world. Just download the app for free. How do you download? If you have an Android phone or tablet, go to Google Play Store. If you have an iPhone or iPad, go to Apple App Store. It's that simple. We have 3 streaming sites. Just type in TuneIn Radio or Radio Garden or Streama. That's STREEMA. Once the app is downloaded, type in and search for DZRJ. And now you can choose and enjoy DZRJ 810 AM and RJFM 100.3 anytime and anywhere. Hey, it's free.
Double R is now at Radio Bandido, an informative program that tackles all issues concerning all walks of life, delivering hottest issues and events, with health consultations on air and a lot more, with your host veteran newsman, 𝗖𝗵𝗁, and master entrepreneur, 𝗗𝗶𝘁. Double R sa Radio Bandido, every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. You can catch Double R on DZRJ 810 a.m., Radio Bandido TV channel 224, TV Plus boxes, and streaming live on Facebook/DZRJ 810 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 a.m. Radio Bandido. Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Affordable Box, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 810 a.m. Seen on Facebook/DZRJ 810 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 a.m. Radio Bandido.
So we are back sa mga ka-chit-chat. We hope, alam natin, marami naman sila natututunan, Monch, dito sa ating paksa ngayon. Resource person natin, syempre, ang FAMAS, Miss Francia Conrado, and Mr. Ren Spangler. At sa mga yun lang po nakatune in tungkol po sa FAMAS, sa ating paksa ngayon, in celebration of Philippine Film Industry Month.
Yes, and ilan sa mga listeners natin ang nagparating ng mga messages and pagbati from Christina Aliada, Chester Reyes, Antonio Villamor na nagbigay pa ng mga trivia no, kabisado daw niya lahat ng mga nanalo for Best Actor. At si Norman Garcia, of course si Ber Platon. Ayan, maraming salamat sa inyong mga mensahe at keep supporting po ang ating industriya. Ayan.
Ayan. Okay, well, thank you. Monch, kasi yung kanina, nung bago tayo nagbigay ng reminders, diba, sabi nga natin, usong-uso yan, di ba, Monch? Sasabihin mo, naku, pang-famous naman yung acting mo or something. So, di ba, pagka
naging
meron
expression na household term na siya.
Oo, pag may mga drama-drama sa buhay, di ba? Yan ang sasabihin ako, pang-famous naman yung acting mong yan. So, talagang, what I'm just saying is talagang industry, napakatagal niya na because, 71 years, napakatagal niya na award-giving body, no? Ano pa ba kaya ang ating mga susunod, of course, nakapagbigay na si Miss France, ng kaninang mga points, no? Nung ating mga pwede pang makita, no, sa FAMAS, no? Pero ito ba kasi ni-recognize niyo na yung short film, di ba, Monj? Which is really nice kasi alam naman natin sa filmmaking ay yung ating mga short film na yan ang ating parang calling card. Diba?
At saka parang training ground din yan for the budding and emerging filmmakers in the sense that it also contains the basic ingredients of filmmaking, diba, yung naratibo at in fact, pag diyan ka nagsimula, like tayo, diba, Vivs, tayo nasa film school, diyan tayo nagsanay sa mga short films and nakikilala mo yung basic, yung fundamental components ng storytelling. And kanina nabanggit din kanina, yung pandemic, sabi ni Miss Francia, no, na nasubok yung ating industriya dyan at nakita yung mga priorities and yung sad to say, no, yung lack of support ng government at ng civic society na ang tingin ay hindi essential ang pagpunta sa pelikula, lalo na sa mga sinihan. Well, naaalala ko lang, Bibs, yung naikwento ni National Artist Marilio Diaz-Abay, ang ating teacher, no, na hindi ba ang mga pelikula, ang mga characters nito, lalo na yung mga characters na may pinagdadaan ng conflict sa buhay at eventually na pagtatagumpayan yung mga hamon ng buhay, ay nagbibigay ng inspirasyon at empowerment sa ating mga ordinary people to fight on and persevere. So yung mga nagdaang pandemic, lahat nanonood ng sa TV ng mga pelikula sa mga streaming platforms, na-inspire sila to hope again. Kasi nakikita nila yung mga characters na very well written sa mga palabas na lumalaban sa buhay at nagtatagumpay. So in that sense, personally, ang mga movies ay essential because it feeds our soul, it empowers us, it inspires us na lumaban sa mga hamon ng buhay at to work harder at to look for a better tomorrow. Kaya hindi lang talaga siya dapat titingnan mo bilang entertainment or amusement It's part of our necessity sa buhay. Kaya nakakatuwa din sinasabi nga ni Ms. Francia kanina na ang mga award-giving bodies kagaya ng FAMAS, ng Luna, ng PNPC, and so on and so forth, nandiyan pa rin para magbigay ng recognition, hindi lamang ng award, kundi ng tribute sa mga hardworking people sa industry na nagpupursige pa rin at walang sawa at walang pagod na nagbibigay ng aliw at inspirasyon sa ating mga kababayan na lahat na ay nararating mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao na hindi lang sila mga fans naghahanap din sila ng parang pang-inspire sa kanila to fight on and to work for their families and their lives para dito sa ating bansa. Kaya Vibs, nakakatuwa din pag-usapan yung kanina nabanggit natin, yung ating mga tributes na ibinibigay. In fact, yung FAMAS may mga special awards yan, special segments, no, na binibigay yung mga lifetime achievement, yung mga Herman Moreno, yung mga Dr. Jose Vera Perez, yung mga iba't ibang klase ng mga award-giving bodies, iba't ibang special tributes na yan. Ay pwede siguro ikwento ni Renz tungkol sa mga ating mga senior actors na nakalimutan na ng panahon at kailangan natin din kilalanin. Yeah.
Yun nga, kasi gusto ko nga i-touch yan, i-discuss natin yung influence ng FAMAS, in shaping the Philippine film industry and yung contribution niya sa country's cultural landscape, di ba? Because, so sino ba, Renz, yung mga notable winners natin, tapos yung nagbigay ng impact sa ating industriya? Oo, sino-sino ba itong mga to, if you can remember it?
Actually, ang FAMAS talaga ang award-giving body, ang only award-giving body na nagbigay ng parangal sa mga tinatawag natin mga pillars ng movie industry with the likes of Rogelio de la Rosa, which is siya yung talagang artista na tumakbo sa mataas na posisyon, which is nanalo siyang senator, no? Andyan naman yung kalapin niya, si Carmen Rosales, na talagang tinitingala na movie queen na noong 40s. Andyan po sila Gloria Romero, Nida Blanca, Susan Roses, Amalia Fuentes, pati na po yung mga notable directors natin like Lino Broca, 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝘁 Bernal, Eddie Romero, Jerry De Leon. Sila po talaga yung mga yung mga tumulong para maiangat yung film status natin. Kaya tayo, yung movie natin sumasabak sa mga international competition eh. Nag-start yan actually nung pinarangalan na-recognize ng Venice Film Festival yung movie na 𝗖𝗵𝗁𝗁 ni Manuel Conde. Para lang po sa mga listeners natin, mga nanood sa atin, si Manuel Conde po, yung National Artist for Film and Broadcast Arts, siya po yung nire-recognize as a father ng indie movies. Siya yung nagsimula ng mga indie films. So napansin siya ng Venice at doon na po nag-start na yung filmmaking sa bansa natin nire-recognize ng iba't ibang bansa. Parang sinasabi nila na ito ang Pilipinas, ito yung parang pinaka-training ground ng mga filmmakers sa Asia. Asia po ang pinag-uusapan dito. Kaya malaking contribution po yung ginagawa ng mga actors and actresses natin noon. They shape a lot talaga. They contributed a lot talaga to the industry. Kaya tignan nyo hanggang ngayon, hindi sila kinalilimutan ng mga tao. Ang dami pa rin sa kanila pag naaalala nyo, si Gloria Romero, magaling na artista. Si Nida Blanca, si Susan Roses. Lalo na sa mga baguhan sa industry natin. Like, gusto ko tularan si Lino Broca kasi ang galing. Si Marilu Diaz-Abaya, gusto kong gayahin. Parang yung ginagawa, yung pagpaparangal ng famas sa mga actors and actresses natin na yan, is na nakaka-motivate sa mga baguhan na to learn more, na makapagbigay ng inspirasyon. Kaya ang famas po natin ngayon throughout the years talaga sumasabay siya sa takbo ng panahon, pero lumilingon siya kung saan siya galing. Kaya ang famas, hindi nakakalimot sa paggawad ng mga parangal sa mga veteran stars natin. Nabanggit nga natin, ayan, may mga special awards ang famas, like Lifetime Achievement Award, which is kinikilala ang contribution ng mga film artisans natin. Hindi lang po pang artista, pang director, pang mga scriptwriter. Tapos andyan po yung Dr. Jose Perez Memorial Award ng FAMAS na nagbibigay pagkilala sa mga movie producers, directors, star builders. Andyan po yung mga Herman Youth Achievement Award na nagbibigay naman po ng parangal sa mga kabataan, na mga batang artista na magpatuloy dahil sa pagbibigay nila ng inspirasyon sa mga tao. Andyan naman po yung FPJ Memorial Award para po sa mga action stars na nakalimutan na ng panahon at hindi natin alam na malaki pala ang impact na ginawa nila sa industry. Andyan po yung Susan Roses Celebrity Award naman po para naman po dun sa mga actress na nagbigay ng kanilang talento sa drama. So, ang masasabi ko lang po, yung contribution ng FAMAS sa culture natin, it's rooted in history. Hindi natin maalis sa yung word na FAMAS when it comes sa Philippine cinema. Dahil ang FAMAS hanggang ngayon, kahit ba magsunod-sunod ang taon, mag-iba man ang generation natin, talagang nandiyan na yun. It's an history. It's not only an institution or organization, it's an history. Ayun.
Pero go ahead.
If I may just add dun sa kinikwento ni Renz, during this time na ang only award-giving body is FAMAS, we have Lino Broca, na in the 1970s, ginawa niya yung film na Ora Pro Nobis. From that time on, he was FAMAS Best Director 1970, 1974, 1975, 1979, wow. 1980. How do we make a Hall of Famer, a FAMAS Hall of Famer? It really needs 5 years na maging best actor ka for a certain category. Then you become a Hall of Famer. What if naging best actor ka 1975, sunod 1985, baka naman bitbit na natin yung ating baba, hindi na pa natin nakukuha yung Hall of Famer award. But this time, aggressive kasi ang ating mga directors, magagaling sila because they're into something like, achieve ko ito maging Hall of Famer na director. At nangyayari po yun, even if it takes time. Actually, sabi ko nga, yung records would really speak of it. Like si Sir 𝗄𝗶𝘁𝗵, sabi niya sa akin that time when we first met, Ma'am, I already have like 8 best editing award, but I have not received a Hall of Famer award. Tapos sabi ko, Rans, ano nga yan po? Kasi na-offer din. So sabi ko, no problem. After 8 years, you'll be having your Hall of Fame award as best editing. And he's really good at it. Napakagaling po ng ating 𝗄𝗶𝘁𝗵. So sabi ko nga, like, syempre, Marilu Diaz-Abaya, saan po ba siya nag-best director? It was in 1998, I think, when she did Jose Rizal. And from that time on, talagang kumbaga parang ito yung medyo nakakatakot ng director. Kaya ko ba ma-direct ako ng Marilu Diaz-Abaya? Kumbaga, ito yung tinatawag natin mga really notable directors because the award-giving bodies are like really making pansin na ito yung magagaling natin na director. But sabi nga natin, pag nakakuha na ng award, FAMAS, Luna, whatever, they really are like talagang tatak, na yan. Pwede nang sabihin, multi-awarded director. Ang sarap pakinggan. Pag ikaw ang director, masarap ang feelings. Kung ikaw ang magpapadirect, parang a-ambition din, sana ma-direct din ako ng Marilu Diaz-Abaya. Pero like, they went ahead of us, pero ang memories and the recognition that we gave them, andyan lang, hindi nawawala. It's on the record. Kaya if you would notice, ngayon, may mga 22 years old director na sila. Because they love to be what they want to be. Kumbaga, bihira na po kasi yung mga ganyang bata ngayon. Like, look at our own Rance Spangler. Sino po ba ang nakagawa ng ginagawa niya ngayon? And I think, I don't know if it's the 4th or 5th book na niya about veteran actors and actresses. Grabe po ang effort na ginagawa to do research. Kung tayo nagbabayad ng tao to do research, siya kusa at talagang galing sa puso niya na ginagawa niya lahat na ito. Di po ba so deserving of an award ang isang Rance Spangler? Di po ba? Kasi
Yes.
At our time now, would really magiging patient enough pa ba tayo to research? Parang mas gusto na lang nating magbasa ng mga history. But then again, I'm very proud that sa FAMAS meron kaming Rance Spangler na nandyan. Ready anytime. Parang sabi ko nga, walking encyclopedia na to as far as movie and entertainment industry is concerned. She really is a bright boy.
Well, Rance, tanungin kita, Rance, of course, the past and meron ka bang nakikita ngayon na nagcha-champion ng ating mga, sa film industry? Parang Fernando po or parang yung mga talagang Joseph Estrada who was trying to help the industry at that time nung sila pa yung very active. Meron ba tayong mga bagong artistang ganyan ngayon?
Sa ngayon po, yan po ang nakakalungkot dahil wala po kami pang makita na yung talagang ilalaan ng sarili sa pagtulong sa ating mga filmmakers, sa mga actors and actresses. Lalo na kasi sila, pag gumagawa sila ng pelikula or nagbabayad sila dun sa mga binangkulang sa kanila. At isa pa, yung recognition, ito nga sa mga contributions ng mga filmmakers natin na karapat dapat talaga sila bigyan ng pagkilala. At lalo na ito yung madalas na hinihingi ng mga nagtatrabaho sa industriya natin na sana mapansin man lang sila ng gobyerno. Sana man lang mapansin sila ng kagawaran or organization na tumutulong sa mga nagtatrabaho sa industriya natin. Kaya nga po kami dito sa FAMAS talaga, nag-i-strive talaga kami na hangga't maaari gusto namin makatulong. Dahil ang aming institution na hindi namin pinagdadamot, open na open po kami sa pagtulong at pagkilala doon sa mga natatanging nagtatrabaho sa industriya. Kaya po ang panawagan talaga namin, no, sa ating lahat na nasa industriyang ito, na sana mapansin tayo ng gobyerno. Sana maglaan sila ng pondo doon sa mga karapat-dapat na pwedeng gawin or project ng isang industriyang kagaya natin.
You know, sadly, Marge, sadly, duduktungan ko lang yung sinabi ni Renz, you know, yung mga sa ating gobyerno. But sadly, marami tayong mga senators na nanggaling sa film industry. At, well, you know, I can say it bluntly, na talagang kulang ang pagtulong sa industriya. I mean, nakinabang sila, nakilala sila, binoto sila ng tao dahil sikat sila, dahil alam kung sino sila, naging artista sila. So, yung name call, yung name recall, at kahit na sa mga baryo-baryo, ay, boboto ko to kasi kilala ko siya. Dahil galing sila sa industriya. But then, ako, I can say na talagang kulang na kulang ang kanilang pagtulong, no, sa industriya. Ginawa natin yan sa Film Academy March. Of course, kasama tayo sa TWG, yung Technical Working Group, na sinulong yung ating policy, no, when it comes to our workers, our film workers. Kailangan mamatay pa si Eddie Garcia, you know, para mabigyan ng pansin, diba? So, ibig sabihin talagang kulang. And hopefully, of course, FAMAS is one of those prestigious organization, at magtulong-tulong tayo, no, para palagpakin natin ng konti itong ating mga senador.
Actually, those are one among the agendas on our weekly meetings. Yung kailangan natin gumawa ng move din. As far as FAMAS is concerned, kasi before we would just say we have government award-giving bodies that will have to spearhead yung tulong na kailangan natin sa gobyerno. Kasi if we will just like plan it and we were not verbalize it or submit any position paper, hindi tayo mapapansin. Kung may position papers tayo, why we need help from the government?
Yes.
Para masustain din naman natin to, lalo na Luna is like 39, next year 40 na kayo, 70 something, and so on and so forth. Sadly, talagang kailangan natin ang tulong. Pero kung hindi din naman natin sasabihin, how will they ever know? Kaya it's one among those that we really are working. Sabi ko nga, let's have like somebody have to head that committee, and then we make opposition papers. Actually, we have just finished our weekly meeting. At isa yun sa pinag-usapan namin today. Before kasi, in fact, there was even one time that a certain award-giving body sabi sa akin, bakit hindi tayo gumawa ng isang organisasyon that would really stop all these proliferating award-giving bodies na baliliit? Sabi ko, if you have the mission and the vision, submit it to me. But in the meantime, sabi ko, just live in that field. Because iisa lang naman talaga ang gusto natin. Pero kung yung presence ng mga ganitong, I would say, award-giving bodies talagang directly or indirectly will affect the legitimate award-giving bodies, then we should really make a move. Pero kasi ako, I'm not so mindful of it. Ako, this is a free country. We can do anything that we want for as long as they directly hit us. What is it to me if I stop this award-giving body from doing what they wanted to do?
Yeah.
Papatay ba ako ng kaligayahan ng isang tao na gustong gumawa ng ganitong proyekto at kaligayahan ng mga taong pag-a-awardan din nila? Of course not. I'm not about to do that because secure naman tayo kung asan tayo. Filmmaking and mga movies lang ang ina-awardan natin. Hindi naman sila nag-cross sa border natin. So what is it to us? This is a free country. Sabi ko nga, it's a free enterprise. The more, the merrier. For as long as we have to really stood by our standard, hindi tayo maaapektuhan naman. Kung meron man maapektuhan, it's all in the mind of the observer.
Okay. Ms. Francia, meron bang incentivized ang ating pag kami nanalo, meron ba kahit konti man lang na pang-umpisa sa isang mga filmmaker? Alam naman natin ang hirap-hirap makabawi ng ating mga puhunan,
Producer.
Pag nanalo ka ba ng Best Picture, ganyan, meron ba tayong monetary award na ibibigay? Wala pa.
Right now, wala actually. It's really just the recognition. Kaya ako even if I'm thinking of the government support sa award-giving industry or the entertainment or the movie industry as a whole, kailangan meron ding tulong ang gobyerno doon sa mga film producers na gustong gumawa ng pelikula and yet they cannot afford it. Tapos there's no guarantee kung babalik pa ang kanilang investment. Diba? And then here we are. Gusto nating maging masaya ang lahat at papansinin natin yung mga trabaho nila. What is the price of having one good trophy? Diba?
Yeah.
It feels good momentarily, but think about your investment na hindi na bumalik. Kasi kulang din tayo sa subsidy. Kung tutusin, dapat isa yan sa mga pinapansin din ng ating gobyerno. At least for a filmmaker, a producer, not having enough capital to do a certain film, dapat masubsidized din naman. So we have quality films. Kasi ang pelikula, pag minamadali mo, and then you want to finish it, and you just have to live within the budget na talaga namang kulang. What do you expect? Can we expect a really good film? Kahit yung mga artists and actresses natin, kahit sabihin na natin, sige, kung 5,000 ako per hour, 3,000 na lang. Isn't it ikaw, kung artista ka, kahit ginagawa mo yon, yung self-confidence mo, it's really enough to lessen the self-confidence as a very good actress. It's only because we wanted to help. Pero kung napansin tayo, we are properly remunerated, the directors and all the people na involved sa paggawa ng pelikula, and then we have good food dun sa shooting, we have good accommodation dun sa shooting. Hindi yung artista ka nga, napakaganda mo, pero napakaganda mo, napakagaling mo, tapos natutulog ka sa isang barong-barong while doing the shooting. Diba? Kumbaga parang dagdagan natin yung ganda. Bigyan natin ng dignidad ang ating mga artista. Because if they have that, surely maganda ang pelikulang Pilipino.
Okay.
So matter how we advocate, nasabihin natin, at ang kilikin natin ang pelikulang Pilipino. Kahit every month in my interviews, I would do that. If we cannot give a good, really working condition dun sa mga artists natin, tapos gumagawa ka ng pelikula, di mo alam kung kailan ang next shooting days mo because nag-aantay ka ng fan. Ang hirap-hirap nun. Pero sabihin mo nan, sige, I'll do this film. Ang budget ko, 10 million. Pero yung 2 million ko, andito na. Yung second 2 million ko, sa December pa. Ang hirap nun, di ba? Paano ka makakagawa ng magandang ano? We have to support each other talaga.
Yes.
Kaya if you can get sponsors, di ba? Okay lang sana.
Okay, so we're down to 2 minutes and siguro magpapaalam na po tayo. Any last word, Renz?
Si Renz, sige.
Ang akin lang po, tayo mga nagtatrabaho sa award-giving bodies, we're not just recognizing those who work in the movies, but we want to help to uplift the Philippine movies. Gusto lang po natin magtulungan at ang tanging goal po natin is makilala ang ating pelikulang Pilipino hindi lamang dito sa ating bansa kundi sa buong mundo na dekalidad at talagang maganda kung panonoorin. Kahit anumang klaseng genre po yan is talagang papalakpakan, titingalain at the same time pararangalan po kung sino po yung mga karapat-dapat.
Maraming salamat, Franz and Miss Francia. Any last words po?
I've always been vocal in saying, tangkilikin natin ang pelikulang Pilipino. Panoorin po natin. At kung tayo sa award giving bodies, umpisahan po natin ang pagbabago. Magkaisa po tayo and shout po natin kung ano gusto natin. Sana ganun ang mangyari. And ako, I'm always praying na yung mga cinema would really get back to its own form. Paano po gaganda ang cinema natin ulit? Let's have quality movies. Paano tayo gagawa ng quality movie? We need each other. We support each other. And most of all, I'm appealing talaga sa government. Please help us.
Yes, please help us. Maraming salamat sa ating mga guests. I know it's a Sunday. Yan ang mga dedicated na mga servant ng film industry, no? Ms. Francia Conrado and Mr. Renz Spangler. Of course, ito po ay mula po sila sa FAMAS, and of course, we are here, Monj and I are here to support this institution. Ayan, at I'm sure maraming natutunan ng ating mga listeners, no, and viewers. And Monj?
Yes, maraming salamat, and you are one of the reasons why the Philippine Film Industry Month is worth celebrating. Isa tayong vibrant community na nagbabayanihan, hindi lamang para sa isa't isa, kundi para sa ating mga kababayan at sa ating industriya. Maraming salamat mga kachichat. Abangan niyo ulit kami next Sunday, 5 p.m. dito lamang sa DZRJ Radio Bandido for another insightful episode. Ito po si Raymond Diamzon, nagpapasalamat at nag-iiwan ng magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
At ako naman po si Vivian Velez, lagi magsisilbi para maghatid ng kwentong kapupulutan ng aral, aliw at pag-asa. Para sa inyo, para sa sining at para sa bayan. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you again next Sunday at maraming salamat po sa ating mga guests mula po sa FAMAS. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good night.